Kiss FM, Alex checking in.
When I met you in the summer.
Get notified when we go live. 102.7 Kiss FM on Facebook.
FM. All right, I got some updates that went down today thanks to Just Jared. All right, so first things first, I don't know if you saw, but Ryan Lochte is like trending number 2 on Twitter right now. You know how he said like a week ago he was robbed at gunpoint? Well, I guess the country of Brazil has some questions about that because they actually pulled 2 of his teammates that were allegedly there when that happened off a plane today, took their passports. They're now detained in Brazil. And I guess when they were trying to find Ryan Lochte, well, he was comfortably back here in the U.S. So we're going to have to see how this one plays out. Moving on, I don't know if you saw this, but Blake Shelton is apologizing for some racist and homophobic tweets that resurfaced that he sent out like years ago, back 2010, 2011. He's apologizing for anyone that he offended. He said comedy has been a huge part of his career, but obviously not an excuse. And that, once again, is a lesson to, I guess, not say racist, homophobic things, obviously, first and foremost, but definitely not tweet them or do anything like that. Like, oh, come on. For more, go to KIISFM.com, keyword Alex. You can hit me up on Instagram or Twitter, Alex on the mic.
iHeartRadio music you should know. Jay Sean featuring Sean Paul. Make My Love Go.
Hey, it's Sean Paul alongside the man them called Jay Sean. For the girl them.
Create your own Jay Sean custom station with iHeartRadio. Download the app or listen at iHeartRadio.com.
iHeartRadio puts the spotlight on Chris Brown. Christopher Maurice Brown was born on May 5th, 1989 in Northern Virginia. He has one older sister, and his parents divorced while he was still a child. His interest in music began in childhood when he would listen to his parents' soul albums, though he later became a fan of hip-hop. He taught himself to sing and dance, performed in his church choir, and in local talent shows. While performing Usher's My Way in 2000, his mother saw his talent and started to pursue a record deal. When he was 13, Brown was discovered by a production team who recorded his demo. In 2005, Chris signed a deal and moved to New York. Brown's self-titled first album was produced in less than 8 weeks and released in 2005. Despite being only 16, he received co-writing credit on 5 of the songs. The lead single Run It made Brown the first male act to have his debut song reach the top of the charts since Montel Jordan in 1995. In 2007, Chris released his second album, Exclusive. Its original title was Graduation, until Kanye West used the title for his album that year. Brown went on tour with Rihanna and later with Bow Wow, Soulja Boy, Keisha Cole, and others. All things Chris Brown, info, music, and more are on iHeartRadio. Keyword Chris Brown. iHeartRadio puts the spotlight on Chris Brown. Aside from his music, Brown played a recurring role on The OC in 2007. He also has acted in movies, including 2007's Stomp the Yard, 2010's Takers, and Think Like a Man in 2012. In 2009, he released Graffiti, his third album and third straight top 10 debut. Chris started the U.S. Fan Appreciation Tour that year, with part of the proceeds going to domestic violence charities. Following his tour, Chris kept up a hectic pace, releasing Fame in 2011, followed by 2012's Fortune, which both debuted at number 1. He also toured North America, Europe, and Australia. Brown's 6th studio album, X, was released in 2014. The first single, Fine China, became his 30th top 40 hit. In early 2015, Brown collaborated with Tyga on Fan of a Fan, the album, a follow-up to their 2010 mixtape. All things Chris Brown, info, music, and more are on iHeartRadio. Keyword Chris Brown.
We're back to the music
Right now.
on 102.7 Kiss FM.
FM.
FM 60 minutes nonstop coming up next. Also, I was texting Sissy today. Apparently, she's having a great time in Rio. They're gonna be there for like another week. Super jealous, and she was letting me know that her and Ryan tomorrow morning have Katy Perry on at 7:05 a.m. Then they got Roses going down at 7:40 a.m. And then Usher is gonna be on at 8:25 a.m. You don't want to miss that. This is actually like a really star-studded show. Be listening.
iHeartRadio Music You Should Know featuring AJR. I'm Not Famous.
It don't matter what my
Download the app or listen at iHeartRadio.com.
iHeartRadio puts the spotlight on Flo Rida. Flo Rida was born Tremar LaSalle Dillard on December 16, 1979 in Carroll City, Florida, near Miami. He has 7 sisters, and some of them perform gospel music. When he was in his first year of high school, he joined the Groundhogs, an amateur rap group, and stayed with them for 8 years. They recorded in underground studios and performed concerts in the area. In 1998, Flo graduated high school and spent 4 months in college studying international business management. He then returned home to continue his music career, eventually signing with an independent label in 2006, where he first worked with artists such as Rick Ross, T-Pain, and Trick Daddy. He made his first guest appearance on DJ Khaled's 2007 album, We Are the Best. Flo Rida's first solo album, Mail on Sunday, was released in 2008 with songs featuring T-Pain, Timbaland, Will.i.am, and Sean Kingston. His song Low also appeared on the soundtrack for Step Up 2 The Streets and was nominated for a Grammy. He performed live on that summer's So You Think You Can Dance and continued to appear on other artists' songs. The next year, he released his follow-up album, Roots, standing for a root of overcoming the struggle. All things Flo Rida. Info, music, and more are on iHeartRadio, keyword Flo Rida.
iHeartRadio goes one-on-one with Chris from Coldplay, talking about some of their unusual early performances.
We've played in grocery stores. We played in some weird places. The weirdest place
Music
I played was
and
in
more.
Tower Records, where we went on stage and there was no instruments. So that was a very tough gig.
Keep listening to iHeartRadio for more from your favorite artists.
Kiss FM. Grab the title and artist of the last 10 songs played at KIISFM.com. Next up, the cutting edge of music on KIISFM.com.
Thanks for listening to iHeartRadio. Our programmers are listening to you, too. You can thumb up or down any song on your favorite iHeartRadio station, and our real, living, breathing human programmers will instantly receive your feedback and get to work. iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio goes one-on-one with Rihanna to ask what she wants her fans to know.
You have to appreciate people for what they do for you. And I feel like sometimes the fans don't know how much they're appreciated. I want them to know you are greatly appreciated here. In my eyes, you always were, you always will be.
Keep listening to iHeartRadio for more from your favorite artists.
Kiss FM is LA's #1 hit music station.
#1.
60 minutes of non-stop Kiss music starts right now. 102.7 Kiss FM.
The bomb. Doing it in 3D.